Well, my favorite mock is my ATTE from Star Wars. I have it here. I will show it here. Um, if you follow me on Instagram, it's jbb underscore 777. You can watch the thing in action. It can walk around, so the legs have a very natural movement. It can articulate, so it can steer, and the gun can rotate and elevate. So I was able to pack all that in this model. It was quite a challenge, and it took me, I think, about a year to really finish the design from start to finish. And then we're talking about, well, 6 to 8 hours a week, so it's still a hobby. No, it's not my favorite Star Wars vehicle. I think the Republic gunship is my favorite, but the ATTE I did because it was quite a challenge, and I like challenges in my hobby. So I wanted well, like I said, the leg motion to be realistic, and I want a full moving cannon and also the articulation. So, and I was able to cram that in the tight space I had available within the ATTE without making it humongous, because in Lego you have to stay at a certain scale, because when it's getting bigger and bigger, it's more and more it's harder to well, to make it function. So the smaller it is, the lighter it is, and the easier to make it move realistically. Yeah, it was a huge challenge. Normally you can well, a leg is like is like a mechanism, and to make it move naturally, you want to increase the elements of the mechanism, but that is not possible with Lego. It's an increment of studs. You have you can increment one stud, or maybe if you are really clever, half a stud. But generally it's one stud increment, and then to find the sweet spot where the mechanism moves naturally was really hard to find. And then again, when you have the mechanism, you have to fit it inside the ATTE somehow. I think I'm looking at movies, especially Star Wars, and also I watch what my kids do. So I have also a gunship that I designed, and that was actually because I saw that that was the most beloved model around, because it has a lot of play features. You can put minifigs in. You can open the hatches, close the hatches, it can fly, it can shoot rockets, everything. So that was quite an inspiration, and the ATTE I did because my son wanted an ATTE in his arsenal. But as a true engineer, I completely overdid it and made it way too fancy. But it's a hobby, so I allow myself to do that. I think the first feature I look at is design. I want it to be as realistic as possible if I build something from for instance, the Star Wars, or it has to look good if I design it myself. Next thing is sturdiness. I don't like models that fall apart easily, especially because I allow my kids to play with it and I don't want to repair all the time. So yeah, I want it to be sturdy. I don't care much about the building experience actually. Um, it's what I create, and well, I put some instructions online, and I hope people like it. But it's not that I keep in mind something I keep in mind during my design of mocks. And I like some playfulness. I like some functions, some um, hidden features or hatches that can open, that you can store stuff in. So yeah, that's actually the main thing about the gunship. It has a lot of hatches that you can open, put stuff in, yeah, put minifigs in. So that was something to look at there. I don't have any specific mock actually, but I like the stuff that Rich Boy J is doing. You can probably find him on YouTube. He creates this huge Star Wars bases, and he has also some really nice starships made. I generally like what he does. There are some others, but that's someone I really follow. I hope to continue the modules, so expand the Star Wars base, and yeah, with more modules, all kinds of things. For instance, the freezing chamber, the all kind of recognizable features that are from the Star Wars universe, but also more vehicles and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna really continue on the Star Wars theme in the future. Okay, these were the questions. Thank you TMR for those questions. Thank you BuWizz for the interest in me, and I hope you like the answers.